and the sorrow of that from which we seek sanctuary in thee. 54 And place us with thee among the repenters, those upon whom thou hast made thy love obligatory, and from whom thou hast accepted the return to obeying thee. 14. O most just of the just. 55 O God, show forbearance toward our fathers and our mothers, and all the people of our religion, those who have gone and those who will pass by, until the day of resurrection. 56 O God, bless our Prophet Muhammad and his household, as thou hast blessed thy angels brought nigh. Bless him and his household, as thou hast blessed thy prophets sent out. Bless him and his household, as thou hast blessed thy righteous servants. And better than that, O Lord of the worlds, a blessing whose benediction will reach us. 4 O he who disappoints not those who implore him. 5 O he who slaps not the brow of the people of boldness toward him with rejection. 6 O he who collects the little that is given to him, and shows gratitude for the paltry that is done for him. 7 O he who shows gratitude for the small and rewards with the great. 8 O he who comes close to him who comes close to him. 9 O he who invites to himself him who turns his back on him. 10 O he who changes not favor one and rushes not to vengeance. 11 O he who causes the good deed to bear fruit, so that he may make it grow, and overlooks the evil deed so that he may efface it. 12 Hopes turn back with needs fulfilled short of the extent of thy generosity. The cups of requests fill up with the overflow of thy munificence, and attributes fall apart without reaching thy description. For to thee belongs the highest highness, above everything high, and the most glorious majesty, beyond every majesty. 13 Everything majestic before thee is small, everything eminent beside thy eminence vile. Those who reach other than thee are disappointed, those who present themselves to other than thee have lost, those who stay with other than thee have perished, and those who retreat, except those who retreat to thy bounty, are desolate. 14 Thy door is open to the beseechers, thy munificence free to the askers, thy help near to the help-seekers. 15 The expectant are not disappointed by thee, those who present themselves, despair not of thy bestowal. The forgiveness seekers, become not wretched through thy vengeance. 16 Thy provision is spread among those who disobey thee, thy clemency presents itself to those hostile toward thee. Thy habit is beneficence toward the evildoers, and thy wont is to spare the transgressors, so much so that thy lack of haste eludes them from returning, and thy disregard bars them from desisting. 17 Thou actest without haste toward them, so that they will come back to thy command, and thou disregardest them confident in the permanence of thy kingdom. So thou sealest him who is worthy of it with felicity, and thou abandonest him who is worthy of it to wretchedness. 18 All of them come home to thy decree, their affairs revert to thy command. Thy authority grows not feeble through their drawn-out term, thy proof is not refuted by the failure to hurry after them. 19 Thy argument is established, never refuted, thy authority fixed, never removed. Permanent woe belongs to him who inclines away from thee, forsaking disappointment, to him who is disappointed by thee, and the most wretched wretchedness, to him who is deluded about thee. 20 How much he will move about in thy chastisement, how long he will frequent thy punishment, how far his utmost end from relief, how he will despair of an easy exit. All of this is justice from thy decree, thou art not unjust in it, and equity from thy judgment, thou dost not act wrongfully against him. 21 Thou supported the arguments, tested the excuses, began with threats, showed gentleness with encouragement, struck similitudes, made long the respite, delayed, while thou art able to hurry, and acted without haste, while thou art full of quick accomplishment. 22 Not because of incapacity is thy slowness, feebleness thy giving respite, heedlessness thy showing restraint, dissemblance thy waiting, but that thy argument be more conclusive, thy generosity more perfect, thy beneficence more exhaustive, thy favor more complete. All of this has been and always was, is and ever will be. 23 Thy argument is greater than that its totality be described, thy glory more elevated than that it be limited in its core, thy favor more abundant than that its entirety be counted, thy beneficence more abundant than that thanks be given for its least amount. 24 Speechlessness has made me fall short of praising thee, restraint has made me powerless to glorify thee, and the most I can do is admit to inability, not out of desire, my God, but out of incapacity. 25 So here I am, I repair to thee by coming forward, and I ask from thee good support. So bless Muhammad and his household. Hear my whispered words, grant my supplication. Seal not my day with disappointment. 128. 129. 7 Thou art God, there is no God but Thou. The all-hearing, the all-seeing, the eternal, the all-aware. 8 Thou art God, there is no God but Thou. The generous, the most generous. The everlasting, the most everlasting. 9 Thou art God, there is no God but Thou. The first before every one. The last after every number. 10 Thou art God, there is no God but Thou. The close in his highness. The high in his closeness. 11 Thou art God, there is no God but Thou. Possessor of radiance and glory. Magnificence and praise. 12 Thou art God, there is no God but Thou. Thou hast brought forth the things without root. Formed what Thou hast formed without exemplar. And originated the originated things without limitation. 13 It is Thou who hast ordained each thing with an ordination. 8. Eased each thing with an easing. 9. And governed everything below Thyself with a governing. 10. 14 It is Thou whom no associate helps with Thy creation. And no vizier aids in Thy command. Thou hast no witness and no equal. 15 It is Thou, who willed, and what Thou willed was unfailing. Who decreed, and what Thou decreed was just. Who decided, and what Thou decided was fair. 16 It is Thou, whom place does not contain. Before whose authority no authority stands up. And whom no proof or explication can thwart. 17 It is Thou, who hast counted everything in numbers. 11. Appointed for everything a term. And ordained everything with an ordination. 18 It is Thou, before whose selfness imaginations fall short. Before whose howness understandings have no incapacity. In the place of whose wereness eyes perceive not. 12. 19 It is Thou, who hast no bounds, lest Thou be bounded. Who art not exemplified, lest Thou be found. Who dost not beget, lest Thou be begotten. 13. 20 It is Thou, with whom there is no opposite, lest it contend with Thee. Who hast no equal, lest it vie with Thee. Who hast no rival, lest it resist Thee. 21 It is Thou, who art He who began, devised, brought forth, originated, and made well all that He made. 22 Glory be to Thee. How majestic is Thy station. How high Thy place among the places. How cleanly Thy separator cleaves with the truth. 14. 23 Glory be to Thee. The gentle, how gentle Thou art. The clement, how clement Thou art. The wise, how knowing Thou art. 24 Glory be to Thee. The King, how invincible Thou art. The munificent, how full of plenty Thou art. The elevated, how elevated Thou art. Possessor of radiance and glory. Magnificence and praise. 25 Glory be to Thee. Thou hast stretched forth Thy hand with good things. And from Thee guidance has come to be known. So he who begs from Thee religion or this world, will find Thee. 26 Glory be to Thee. Whatever passes in Thy knowledge is subjected to Thee. All below Thy throne are humbled before Thy mightiness. And every one of Thy creatures follows Thee in submission. 27 Glory be to Thee. Thou art not sensed, nor touched, nor felt, nor beguiled, nor held back, nor challenged, nor kept up with, nor resisted, nor deceived, nor circumvented. 28 Glory be to Thee. Thy path is smooth ground. Thy command right guidance, and Thou art a living, eternal refuge. 29 Glory be to Thee. Thy word is decisive, Thy decree unfailing, Thy will resolute. 30 Glory be to Thee. None can reject Thy wish. None can change Thy words. 15. 31 Glory